AskReddit by NoNiaBiz0000. Non-parents, what advice would you give to people with kids? Teach them how to lose. My boyfriend's brother's kids are such sore losers. The older one cries if she doesn't win. The middle one is 7 and asks me what I'm going to do when his uncle dumps me once. Shitty little assholes. Lock your guns up. Was at a friend's home the other day. Brand new semi-auto handgun and fully loaded mag right next to it on the kitchen island. Was covered by the hood of a sweatshirt draped over a chair, but the top of the mag was sticking out and showing it was loaded. Told the husband and wife they probably shouldn't leave that out. They have a 3-year-old in the house, and even if they can't reach it, they could pull the hoodie and knock it off the counter. The lack of awareness scares me sometimes. I don't even think they have a gun safe, but I know of at least 3 that are hidden in the house, most likely loaded. This is how you get horror stories. Don't give your kid a grievously spelled unique name. Something that's special to you is fine. Something like Breaksxel is not. They have to carry that for life. Our tragedy. Talk to them like actual humans. I work at a cafe and I can't believe how much I get complimented for treating teenagers like real humans. They are almost grown. They can hold an adult conversation and reason. Let them. Don't give up just because they are emotional and have a hard time figuring out. That's our job as adults to help them with. It's also the best idea to talk to them as adults as soon as they're out of the womb. One of our family friends, a father, chose to do this 19 years ago when his son was born, on top of not allowing him unsupervised internet access until he was 14 when he received his first personal laptop. His son won badass articulate MF at 19 and terrifyingly mature and respectful for his age. If you have twins, understand that they are not 2 of the same person. They are not 2 halves of a whole. You have 2 unique, whole children. Avoid giving them matching names. Avoid dressing them the same. At least once they're not infants anymore. Give them each opportunities to try new things by themselves and develop their independence. As a fraternal twin, also remember that twins might have different needs and experiences. You're raising future adults. Raise good ones. Don't be all kids will be kids, or they're just kids when they demonstrate bad behavior, and then act surprised when they are assholes when they hit their teens. Also, let them feel their feelings. Don't tell them they're overreacting or being dramatic. Yeah, when you are 30 and a relationship ends after a few weeks, it's no big deal. When you're 16 and you've never experienced a breakup before, it's the worst thing ever. They're learning how to process their feelings and are going to have a lot of new experiences that aren't a big deal to you, but they are to them. If someone says your child is bullying theirs, assume they are bullying the other child, and teach them better. And don't engage in mockery and bullying of others. Kids learn what they see. If a non-parent asks a question about kids, yours or in general, don't roll your eyes and act like we're stupid. We're asking because we don't have kids and don't know. Right? People act like because I have a uterus, I must instinctively know how to be good around kids. Look, I have the maternal instincts of a teaspoon. If I'm making the effort to ask about your kid, I'm trying to connect with you on a topic that I, by choice, have no personal experience in. Be nice. Note, I understand that some parents, mothers in particular, get sick of people asking only about their kid and forgetting they are also still people. This is totally fair. But if you expect me to be around your child, I do need to be able to get the bare minimum of information from you about how to do that. Listen to your kids' teachers. Many teachers have decades of experience with a huge variety of children, know what patterns of behavior add up to, and have children's well-being and success at the front of their minds. If you allow your kid to browse the internet unchecked, they'll be brought up by losers on TikTok, Reddit, and be exposed to trauma-inducing experiences which will affect his future life. Best way to ruin a kid's future: give them a tablet smartphone with internet connection and allow them to use it at will. Have fun. I see this all the time with my kids' friends and peers. You can tell which ones live on TikTok and fucking Roblox. Don't put them on social media. The internet is forever. I'm so glad I ended up having my daughter later in life, because if I had her in my 20s she'd be all over Facebook. Now I know better. Put the phone down. Look your children in the eye. Comfort them. Listen to them. Teach them things. Hold them. Love them. Your kids are your responsibility. Why not teach them everything you know and let them blossom to what they are? They have a unique personality. Guide them but don't control them. Love them. Love them. Not in word but action. Unconditionally. This should be the standard. We're supposed to grow as a society, not stagnate. Shielding your kid from all adversity is doing them a major disservice. When a child doesn't experience failure, all they know is success. And that is a very dangerous game. Do not raise an iPad kid. They can't read, they can't write, and they are extremely disrespectful. I read that technology like iPads reduces the creativity and social skills children should develop. Yours is only special to you. Literally yes. No one cares my kid is smart, and I don't care yours is either. Understand that people without children can still be tired or busy. Also, our relationships, marriages are not less serious because we don't have children. I've read the opinion that children are proof of a couple being in love. Also, what I do in my free time is not less important. I'm sick of hearing, oh you have so much free time, so you can take more of this work on. No. No I can't. I made the choice not to have kids, you chose to. We both get the same number of hours in a day, and you chose to spend your hours on children. Your child is going to be an adult someday, and you need to teach them things and actually parent them, not stick them in front of electronics to keep them quiet. They are not a pet that you feed and keep happy all the time. They need to learn to deal with unpleasant emotions like disappointment and anger and sadness, and hearing the word no and facing consequences for bad behavior. Don't do everything for them and fix everything for them, or they will have no skills or perseverance. Don't get them everything they want, whenever they want it. They won't understand earning things or the value of money, and they'll grow up entitled. If they tell you to stop touching or tickling them, stop. And if you tell them to stop touching or tickling you, don't let them continue. Don't respect their boundaries and then not enforce your own. That's how you get people who think the only boundaries that matter are their own. Stop trying to be friends with your kids and be parents. We're tired of suffering the results. Don't be afraid to say no to them. If you have kids in daycare and you have the day off, send them to daycare and have a self-care day. I work at a daycare and it happens quite often that parents tell us they have the day or even the week off, but still they bring their kids every day. Of course parents need self-care days, but parents often underestimate how stressful a day at the daycare is for children. So they need a few days off, every now and then, too. So find the right balance between self-care days for you and days where the kid can spend quality time with you. Don't share your kid's picture on the internet. Don't give them phones, tablets, etc. Don't insult, harass them. Don't buy them everything they want just because you haven't. Help them develop the habit of reading books. Yes. Basically these are my advices. But I am just a nobody who wants to raise our civilization. It would be better for me to remove the don't and apply reverse psychology, but a free platform like Reddit may not allow this. Teach them to read. Read with them, regularly. Do activities with them. Also, the best way you can make them feel valid in their hobbies is to occasionally show some interest in them. Maybe you don't know much about said hobby, and maybe it's not specifically your thing, but unless you want your child to be dependent on social media for validation and people who they can talk to about things they like, dislike, struggle with, etc., Maybe consider looking into the things they like and be there for them to talk about them. Teach them to love reading. Stop asking me when I'm going to have kids. Stop telling me I should have kids then spend the next hour complaining about how much you dislike your kids and wish you never had them. Stop forcing your kids to hug people. Stop forcing kids to accept hugs, kisses, or any other touch on any parts of their body if they don't want to. No means no. Teach your kid their body is theirs. My dad had this habit of asking me if I wanted to help him do something, then getting mad at me and demanding my help if I said no. Don't be like my dad. He's the reason why I still get nervous telling people no. Keep them away from me lol. I don't like children much,